Yeah, let's share it up. Everybody will be loading up in a second. We got a great show for you guys tonight. I'll hit the beginning. We'll get going. Jacob Tolliver is here.
Yay.
Sophie B. Hawkins is here. What an amazing group of shows we have this week. Richard Marks is on with us tomorrow night. Listen, so a lot of stuff going on we have to talk about. Like I said, Jacob's coming in just a few minutes. He is absolutely insane with the piano. Listen, I am so excited about this next guy. I have been watching Jacob Tolliver all day long. He's I'm jealous as hell, Phil. I took piano lessons when I was a kid. I stopped after 2 weeks, and man, I'm ready to. I just want to smack my parents around for letting me stop, because he is just absolutely amazing. Check him out, dude. How you doing, man? You're phenomenal.
How are you?
We're doing well, man. This is Phil. He's in all week for Suki. He's part of our show. And
hi, Jake.
All right.
Where are you right now? You're in the middle of what?
I am. I'm back home where I'm from in Portsmouth, Ohio.
In Ohio.
In Los Angeles or Nashville, but I've kind of been hiding out a good portion of the last year here. I kind of ping pong between all three places, but.
That is unbelievable, man. I have been watching some of your exploits today, and I was telling Phil before the show, dude, you're pretty amazing the way you tickle those ivories. But when did you take lessons when you were younger? How the heck do you get that talent?
Yeah, well, it was weird. As a kid, before I even touched a piano, I somehow knew I could play piano. I mean, I would tell my parents or my grandparents or whoever would listen, one day I'll play piano. And so my grandmother was pretty adamant that I got into piano lessons because she had taken piano lessons as a kid. And so she and my parents, they put me into, oh my gosh, they put me into piano lessons. Where are you finding this stuff?
I got it all for you, bud. Don't you worry.
Insane. That was like my sophomore year of high school. So they put me into piano lessons for a second, and I was in third grade. And
wow.
I went through every beginner's book there was because I kept using my ear. And the piano teacher, she was very prim and proper and very great, traditional piano teacher. But my ear would take over, and so I would read the page very slowly one time, and it would be very simple, very, stuff like that. But I would, I'd be jazzing something up, and she'd be, "Now, Jacob, you're not reading the music." And so after about 9 months of going through every book, every beginner book there was, she just went to look, he's got a talent, but it does not align with mine, and he's not progressing, and I hated it. I loved the teacher, but hated the prim and proper aspect of his proper posture and and so by that time, 9 months of that, I was sick of it, and I put my keyboard. My gosh, dude, you've done some digging.
That's you in front of a little school there, huh?
Yeah, that's one of my best friends. She's a teacher, and she had me come play for the kids one day. It's so funny.
But then you stopped, and then you picked it up again, right?
Stopped for like 5 years, and I was cleaning my bedroom one day, and I pulled the keyboard out from under my bed, and thought, "Yeah, what the heck? I'll plug it in." And I start going like, whatever. And my dad was walking down our hallway, and he heard me. He pops his head into the room, and he goes, "Is that you?" I go, "Yeah." And he goes, and so for about 6 months, I took off. And in 6 months, I had it down. I mean, I knew maybe I didn't have the muscle strength or muscle memory or whatever, but I understood what I was doing and where I needed to go. And in 6 months' time, I had it. It was the craziest transformation. And the whole time, my dad especially, he kept saying, "Son, you got to listen to Jerry Lee Lewis. You got to listen to Little Richard. You got to listen to whatever. Like, you're playing just like them." And I'm like, yeah. At that age, parents are always wrong. And so I just kept putting him off. And finally, one night, he had enough of it because I was getting really good. And he goes, dude, you just got to listen to me. This is pre-YouTube, really. So he called the radio station and had them play Great Balls of Fire. And my mind was blown. I'm like, holy sheet. I'll go back to your boat joke.
Like the boat, yeah.
Like, how in the world? I mean, it was just crazy. I'm like, I understood everything the guy was doing. And I was like, what in the world is going on here? So I started diving into Jerry, into Little Richard, and Fats Domino, and then to Leon Russell, and Elton John, and Billy Joel, and all the people. But that's how it started, and here we are.
Hey, Jacob, I saw an awesome video. Of course, I was checking out your music all day today. I saw an awesome video of you playing Jerry Lee Lewis, "Rockin' My Life Away" with him. He was in the room with you. Tell me how that meeting came about.
Yeah, wild, man.
I was in the room with him.
Okay.
So I was in a show in Las. It's funny, we're playing with cap guns. I was in a show in Las Vegas for 4 years called $1 Million Quartet, and that's a great picture. That's James Burton, Elvis's guitar player on the left.
Yeah. It's you hanging with some pretty good names there, my friend.
Yeah.
Pretty lucky. Blessed, rather. So I was in the show in Vegas, and so it was a show about Jerry Lee Lewis, Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, and Carl Perkins. It's a real story about a night they all had just randomly walked into Sun Records, where they had all started, and had an impromptu jam session one night. And there's a famous photo, I'm sure you've seen it, it's a black and white photo of all four of them gathered around a piano. And headline the next morning in the newspaper was that picture, and it said $1 Million Quartet. So that's what the show was about. Love that shot. So anyway, during that time, they had heard of me through the show, and then I'd had a video go viral, me in a hardware store playing piano. And
wait. Do you mean? Oh no, I know that the hardware spot. I think I took a different one. I know you love this hardware store, but I know you did the Great Balls of Fire in the hardware store that went viral, right? It got like 1.8 million shares type of deal.
Yeah, it's like 1.8 million shares, and this was this was before Facebook had view counts. So right. Lord knows how many views it has.
Right.
I did the math the other day with the video you were previously talking about of me at Jerry Lee's birthday party playing "Rockin' My Life Away," and it shows both views and shares. So I did the math and put it over. And if the math's correct, maybe the algorithm's different now, but it's something like 90 million views. If that's 90 million.
Oh, wow.
That's insane. Well, you
being safe, that was safe math. Like the math, what I really ended up with was like 110 or something.
Yeah, well, you do pretty well at this hardware store. Take a look at this for a second. I mean,
oh, wow.
I don't know how you move your hands that quick. Listen, you know what? Why am I showing all these videos? You got a piano right there, man. Give me a little something, and then we'll continue. Man.
Wow. Hey, I got to tell you, Jacob, our audience, our viewers are going crazy. I mean, wow, that's my kind of music. Keep it up. And Judy Rogers.
Oh, they're loving it, man. I love it.
It's awesome, man. Everybody's loving that stuff. Hey, Jacob, I'm going to go out on a limb and say at some of your shows, there's probably some dancing in the aisles.
Little energy going on there, right?
A little bit. Phil, was that you playing drums with me back there?
It looks a little like Phil, man. That's very funny.
It could have been. So are you getting back to pre-pandemic outings and your concerts and whatnot?
Yeah, finally. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
I actually kind of goes in with everything we're saying. I actually have a show with Gladys Knight. I'm opening.
Whoa.
Gladys Knight.
Yeah, I just got the call the other day from an agent. He goes, "Hey, you want to open for Gladys Knight?" I'm like, yeah.
Wow, that's funny, man. We just
Ohio on August 22nd, Kettering, Ohio, and I got a show down. Here in my hometown, actually, it's a pretty big show. It's a Labor Day festival, September 3rd. We're bringing in that drummer that I was just making fun of you, Phil. His name's Kenny Aronoff. He is one of the biggest drummers of all time. I think Rolling Stone just rated him number 9 for the best drummer of all time. He started with John Camp. He's been with Fogerty for 20 years, Bob Seger, Smashing Pumpkins, everybody.
Man, oh man.
You can possibly imagine. So he's going to come up for that show. And that's September 3rd in Portsmouth, Ohio. I have one in Hiawassee. I'm on the Hiawassee, Georgia on the 20th of this month. So things are finally coming,
man. Yeah, no, it's great. You look like you have so much fun. You were working with this young lady, huh? Little Jody Sweeten for Santa Baby. How'd that come about?
So I just found myself when I lived in Vegas. I got into this. I found myself in this weird circle of LA people. So LA and Vegas, it's a 45-minute flight. It's a 4-hour drive from one another. So all these celebrities are pretty big people in the industry. They come over to Vegas every weekend. And so being in a show, headlining in a show on the Strip, I got to meet a bunch of people. And so one of my best friends in the world now, he's like my uncle. There's an insane story with that picture.
A little share action. Look at you, huh?
There's a crazy story there. One of my best friends in the whole wide world, his name's Jeff Franklin. He's the creator of Full House, but I met him through Wink Martindale, if you remember.
Oh, Wink! I love Wink Martindale.
Me too.
I was at a party in Vegas, and it was the opening of some Elvis thing. So our show, there he is.
You got my boy Regis in there. Look at Alec Trebek and God, I love Regis, my man. I love Regis. I was so sad to hear he passed away, and Alec too. But I mean, look at you, man. You're rocking with all the big celebs.
Crazy. So the two on the right, Wink Martindale, and that's his son Eric. That was kind of my first link to everything, and through him, I met Jeff Franklin. And then, so Jeff, being the creator of Full House, I found myself in this Full House world. And so all of the Full House cast, I see them often, and we always have these jam nights together, and Stamos.
Oh my God, that's amazing!
It's crazy. So anyway, Jody and she had just kind of started expressing some interest in singing, and they were putting her in some singing spots on Fuller House. They were giving her some songs to sing in the show, and so at these parties, we would just kind of mess around and we'd just do some duets and stuff. And so finally we're like, what, let's actually record something and put it out.
Oh man, good for you, man. Nice. Good to see her. I got to ask you about this because Phil and I, whenever we're on, we're always like, "What's new, Pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa!" And here you are with our guy Tom Jones. And then I catch this picture where you're actually playing with Tom Jones, and I'm like, Jesus, this kid's all over the place.
Oh my God!
What song are you guys doing there?
Who knows? I think that was my first night ever playing with him, and we did about 13 in a row that night.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
That's at Jeff Franklin's house, my buddy Jeff's house. He has these crazy jam nights, and Tom comes over and he'll sing till 5 a.m. And
that's unbelievable.
First time I was there, I got up and played a song, and everybody in the world's there. I mean, people just come in and out, and it's awesome. And And then you have people that you don't know that are just really, really, really great musicians, whether they're studio musicians or just play lounges around town. But there's always just a ton, always a ton of great musicians at these parties. So anyway, it was my first time there. And so they called me up like, Jacob, come up and play. And so I played a song, and I forget what it was, but it was something, rock, boogie woogie rock, something. It wasn't Jerry Lee, but I don't remember what it was. And little did I know, Tom Jones is the biggest Jerry Lee fan in the world.
Oh my God.
And this was before I got to know Jerry. And so I didn't know their relationship. They're very close. But so he comes right up to me as soon as I'm done with the song, and he goes, "Do you know any Jerry Lee Lewis, son?" And I go, "Yeah."
Yeah, you know that a little bit.
So he goes, "Would you like to do a whole lot of shaking?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So we did that, and then it was 12 others, and then it kind of became a regular thing for a while, where we would play, kind of duet back and forth.
Oh, that's great, dude. You gotta get your boy on the show. I'd love to talk Full House with him, man. That would be amazing.
Oh yeah,
that's
actually.
That's right in our wheelhouse, man. That's our audience. Can you do a little bit more before we let you go? I know you got to do something soon. Can you give us a little bit more?
Sure. Let's see.
It's good stuff.
Nice.
It's good stuff.
I wish I had a microphone so I could sing something, but
yeah, no, it's all right. Listen, man, you're amazing, man. You'll come back another time. But before we go, so one of our audience members was asking, you've played and you've done stuff with a lot of people. Who's one person that you'd love to do something with, like, if you were going to play for it, or even just do a duet with?
To do a duet with, not to meet.
No, yeah, to play with.
The Stones, duh.
The Stones? What's your song? What's your go-to Stones song?
Oh, I like a little Star. I like, well, you played Dance Little Sister earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you pick a Stones song? I don't know. I love them all.
Jacob, listen, man, congrats on all your success. Hopefully you get out there. You're an amazing entertainer, and we're happy to have you on, man. And just keep plugging. Where could our audience find you?
Yeah, well, my website, jacobtolliver.com, but mainly Facebook or Instagram. Was just my name, Jacob Tolliver. Look for the one with the blue check mark. I have some personal pages that I don't really use anymore, but the fan pages, they get used, and all the latest and greatest is on there. So yeah, there's a lot to come. I got a great management company right now, and we've been working on a lot of original music. So I shall soon have an original EP or album coming out, and more in the country market. I think that's where you can place this stuff today. And
beautiful.
Within the next few months, there'll be some original music by old Jacob Tolliver.
Beautiful, nice. My man. Beautiful. I'm looking forward to it. When that stuff comes out, you come back on, all right?
Would love to, yeah.
All right, bud. Thanks a million. Jake, have a great summer, bud. Keep doing it, my friend. You're amazing.
Thanks, Jake. We'll see you.
Dude, see ya.
Take care, bud. Philly Kid, the guy's amazing.
Wow.
What can you say?
Yeah, wow.
What can you say?
I'm inspired to blow the dust off my keyboard.
Yeah, man. Come on. You got to get in there.